Brey, so far, what have you seen of Cameron Jefferson? Can he step in and contribute?
Yes, he can. I believe he's got a great potential at the U of A. I've not gotten to see him yet. He hasn't been on campus, but from when I hosted him on his trip, he's a great kid. He goes head on straight, and he'll do well for us. Do very well.
How's your thoughts on playing for Coach Belima and the difference for playing for him last year from previous coaches you've had?
He's an incredible guy. What you see is what you get. He's like that on social media and public, and it's how he is, behind the scenes. He's a great guy, and he really brings a whole new level of physicality to our offense, especially as far as offensive line play goes. So he's a fun coach to play for my position.
Brey, what's your relationship been like with Coach Pittman in the last year and a half, and seeing guys like Jonathan Cooper, he coached at Carolina, and Juwan James at UT going in the first round? Is that kind of good motivation for you to try to follow in that line?
Oh, it's incredible. Coach Pittman, he's a hilarious guy. He's a great guy to be around, and he's made football, a lot of fun. It used to be maybe not so much, but now it's great to go up there and come to practice with a guy like him and really learn and get better. And obviously his track record is outstanding. It's something to look forward to, and definitely something to kind of keep you motivated day in and day out.
Brey, over here to your left, you're going to have some true freshmen step up on the defensive line. How's Bijan Jackson coming along in particular?
The freshman class has done great. They've done an incredible job at coming in and just working with the weight room staff. And we've had a bunch of senior-led practices this year. The seniors have kind of run everything and kind of looked down and brought these freshmen along, and they've really bought into it. That's something that they've done very well, is come in and just compete.
How about Bijan Jackson?
He's done well, like I said. He's with the defense, so I only get to see him. We go against one-on-ones. He's done very well against some of our interior guys, but I have not got to play against him.
So you've had a lot of experiences in the SEC and playing a lot of teams in the SEC. Do you have a favorite stadium you like to step into, an away stadium, and what that feels like?
As far as away stadiums go, they kind of get old after a while. Freshman year, is exciting going everywhere, being these major coliseums basically. But as you grow older, they become just places to play football. They're just fields, and they're fields away from home, so not particularly.
Brey, talk a little bit about Brandon Allen and why fans should believe that he's going to have a much more successful season this year.
Brandon Allen's done an incredible job at growing into his leadership role this year. This summer especially, he's really come out of his shell, and he's become a guy that the whole team, not just the offense, really looks up to. He makes those calls that need to be made, and he's able to, just like I said, lead with authority, and that's something that he's done very well.
Brey, talk about Ragnow, Ryan Wallace. How do you see those guys? Reeve Kohler, this was another highly regarded offensive lineman that seemingly has not made much of an impact so far.
Those guys, they're young guys, and they've come in with a lot of excitement. They bring a lot of excitement to the game, and especially Frank at center. He's put a lot of time in, a whole lot of time in the film room, and he knows what he's doing. It's incredible to see him and how far he's come since he just got here these last couple of weeks. And he's a very physical kid, a very smart kid. And Brian Wallace is one of the quickest athletes I've ever seen on the field. And once he kind of gets into rhythm, he'll be a great player for us. And of course, Reeve is, he's been here a while, and he's getting the hang of things. And once he kind of finds his niche, he'll take off.
Hey, Brey, talk about some of the passing game and what you've seen there as far as growth is concerned, and some of the incoming receivers.
Mm-hmm.
I know Hollister's there, but I think some of the other guys aren't yet. How have they kind of fit in with the system?
They've been doing a great job with 7-on-7 with Brandon. They kind of organize that themselves, and so I don't get to see a whole lot of that. But as far as what I've seen, conditioning in the weight room, they're all doing very well. Keon, of course, kind of leading the pack. Keon and Meach and some of those guys, they've really brought along like the Hollisters and the kids, the young guys. So they're moving forward every day.